Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Gotta get myself prepped.
You should have just heard us past 10 minutes.
Literally.
Anyways.
But you won't because we didn't record it.
Nope. Anyways, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wait, I forgot how to start this thing.
Same. Well, welcome back.
Welcome back. It is officially fall here in Arizona. And you know why? Because it's literally 73 degrees out right
We
now.
both looked at the temperature.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what is it?
Yeah, but yesterday it was a high of 90 something.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably just our fall day.
A fall day. Tomorrow it's
Fall
going to be
day.
like 80.
Literally,
Except for
but
that's so nice.
tomorrow's our last day in Arizona for the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to Vegas.
Going to Vegas. First time as a 21-year-old.
That's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna have a blast and we'll talk all about it next week on the pod.
Yep.
Hopefully we get some good stories there.
Hopefully.
I'm sure we're gonna see some freakouts
we're gonna be
on
like,
the strip.
so we were like gambling and I won this money.
No, it's gonna be so boring. We're gonna be like, so we walked around and
I know.
went to dinner.
So yeah,
That's all.
that's our trip.
That's our trip.
But anyways, yeah, it's so nice here because I finally feel like I can wear a hoodie. This is my
Mhm.
first day wearing a hoodie out, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I wore sweatpants on Wednesday, but today I actually wore a hoodie to school.
You know what
and
that
I wasn't
reminds me
sweating.
of?
What?
Saying you're wearing sweatpants on Wednesday.
Huh?
In Mean Girls, when they say like Wednesday we wear pink, and that one time she wears sweatpants,
Oh.
and they're like, Regina, what are you doing? And she's like, what? I'm wearing sweatpants. And something about whatever.
I do remember
I think
that.
you know what I mean.
That's so funny.
But oh, I wore that Brandy hoodie I got the other day.
oh, the
I wore that
matching
to
set.
school. Yeah.
That's a cozy set.
I'm gonna wear that
love-
on the way to.
Oh yeah, you guys, if
Vegas.
you're watching the YouTube, look at my new.
That's actually like the coolest hoodie ever.
It's probably
It really
like my
is.
favorite hoodie.
It's sick. It's like if you're not watching YouTube, the letters it says Montana all across the like bicep to bicep.
Yeah,
kind
like through the arm sleeves. It's so cool.
of. It's sick.
So cool. And Montana's like my family's state, kind of like.
I still want to go.
We
I wanna
we
so
should go.
bad.
We should make a trip. out
You
of
know
it.
where I also want to go?
Where?
Boston.
Yeah.
Like
I
jazz
heard
music.
someone say something about Boston today. Oh yeah, this girl I was walking behind, she goes, "It's why am I like gold?" She's like, "I'm not gonna last in Boston."
Oh, what the heck?
I know.
You're like, bye, it's
I was
hot
like-
here.
It's so
Well,
funny.
isn't what's her name? Haley. She goes to school there
Who?
from the cruise. Haley,
Haley?
friends with Connor.
Haley. Oh yeah.
Our new friend.
Yes. Haley.
She goes to school in Boston, and it's
Oh,
it's close to
yeah.
New York, so it's freezing.
Yeah.
But they have like brick buildings and jazz music, and like I just want to go experience like that
Yeah.
life.
They have a school there, an OT school.
Oh, really?
A good OT
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
cool.
they've got some schools. No, a good OT program there.
Really?
I was
Did you like
looking
look
at-
into it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, yeah, guys.
You never
Caitlin's
know.
going to OT school. If you
Probably
don't
in
know.
like a year though, because basically how it works, you have to apply in fall. So I would have had to apply this fall to go to school next fall.
Oh, what?
But I don't have certain classes yet, so I have to go to a community college and get some classes done. So I have to apply next fall and then start the fall after that.
Yeah, because GCU didn't supply her with the classes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy? I
Huh.
saw this come up on my For You page the other day. There was a girl posting about how she was like, get ready with me to get kicked out of my apartment. And the background looked like GCU, and I was like, oh, that's funny. Like, what college does she go to? She goes to GCU. And she has mutual friends with some of our friends.
And she got kicked out?
Yeah, so she posted a video on TikTok of like, make an espresso martini with me, like a birthday cake espresso martini. And someone reported her video to
Are you
GC
kidding?
like police. And freaking they like showed up at her door and raided her room. Like went through every single piece of like everything. They confiscated all of it, but she's 21, so it's not even like she's
Yeah, what?
underage, but because
See, I
it's a
don't
dry
understand.
campus. Me neither.
I don't understand that rule.
Like, aren't
if you're
they-
21 and legally allowed to drink, you should not be rated.
Literally.
You're
Even
living-
if it's a dry campus, it's not like she's sharing it all. Well, we don't know that. But from the video, she just even said she didn't drink it. She just said she made it for fun because she wanted to make a video.
Wow.
But they like raided her room, and then like someone reported the video on TikTok
Wow.
to the staff or whatever. And then
People.
when they came or whatever, the next day she had to go have like a meeting because her freshman year she had 2 strikes already, and 3 strikes like you get kicked off campus. And she was like telling them like, no, I just made it. Like they would not even budge, and they kicked her out the next day. She had 14 hours, I think, or something. Don't quote me on that. She had like
That's insane.
one day to get her stuff out.
Well,
And she's not from here. She's from like Michigan. So I don't know where she's living.
poor girl. That makes me so sad. Who reported her?
I don't
That
know,
would not be
but
one of
what's
you
the point
guys.
of doing that? Like,
Yeah.
why would you out of your way? Oh yeah, we got our nails done. It just-
You're like, that's so funny. But yeah,
Um,
for you guys listening, look at our nails. Oh wait, for the YouTubers, look at our nails. For you guys listening,
They're what's it called?
the chocolate glazed donut, like
Yeah.
typical TikTok trend right now.
Yeah, but they're
Fall,
so cute.
very
in
fall.
I wish mine were a little bit longer, but the girl was kind of mean.
Yeah,
So I just let it go. I just let it go.
just
They
brush it
always
under the
like
rug.
they're always mean.
They are. They're very like. I try to ask them to do something, and it seems like such an inconvenience to them.
Literally.
Like I don't know what it is.
Like, should I just leave? Is that
Like,
better
do
for
you
you
not
guys?
want to like help me? Do you not want my money? Do you not want a tip?
Exactly. Do you want a fat tip or no tip?
Yeah, because
Pick one.
today they got no tip.
Yeah. They were not really nice people. Like, really?
Yeah.
And that's also like, I go there all the time, but this specific time she just kept saying like, oh, well, did you not look for the color? And I'm like, well, I looked in all your books. And she goes, then we don't have it. Then I literally looked in like one other thing, and I found a color, and she goes, oh yeah, we have a few of those.
Oh
and
my
picked out like 4 different
gosh.
colors. I'm like, bro,
That is crazy.
don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. But
Yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on in our lives, besides like school and work
Yeah.
and everything.
why am I like slouching in the background here? Goodness.
But yeah, we just want to update you guys. Lately, it is midterm season.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, I have been feeling this weight just holding me down. I'm so stressed out. I feel like I never have time for myself anymore. But like I do. But I feel like every time I'm alone, I'm doing school.
Or I'm like writing out my to-do list for the next
Yeah.
day, or I feel like there's so much stress around like midterms week, and then like all these new payments, and like the election, all of this stuff put into one is like a freaking rock on my back.
Yes, especially finances. I forgot about that. Financial stress is so real.
Like, it's insane how expensive things are right now.
Yeah.
Like,
And
ugh.
I was working like literally one day a week the past like 2 months, and my bank account is showing it. And now I have to pay for graduation, which I think is so dumb. I'm paying so much tuition.
You have to pay.
You have to pay like
For more
100
than
and
just your-
150 for your diploma and for graduation.
Oh, yeah, you told me about
And
that.
then a cap and gown is like 60 something. So it's like another $200.
That's so stupid.
I'm like, why? Like, why are we
Why do
having
they
to
make
pay?
you pay for something you earned?
That I literally was giving them money to learn. And then I have to pay to
What?
finally graduate.
That's
It doesn't
crazy.
make
I
sense.
graduate so soon, and I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, another
It's
thing to
crazy.
save up for.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have all these trips we want to go on, like next year for our birthdays, and like over the summer. I'm like, how am I gonna afford to like have fun when I'm
I know.
gonna be in so much debt that I can't even like dig a hole
Oh
out
my
of
gosh, yeah, don't even get me started on
it. Student loans.
student
Oh
loans
my
and having to go
gosh.
to a master, like more school. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Dude,
But like I want to, but it's so expensive.
I don't even know if I'm gonna go to school again. I think I want to get my master's. I just don't know what I want it to be, or I want to go like a specific program.
Yeah.
But I'm still like figuring all of it out. So many options. I feel like I have so little time, even though I have like all the time I need once I graduate. But
Yeah, you guys, this
I don't
just
know.
proves you don't have to know. Like, we're both about to graduate. I graduate in like 2 months, and she
Yeah.
graduates in like 6.
Yeah.
And we neither of us know exactly what we want to do yet. So if
Nope.
you're in college and you're stressed out because you don't know what to do with your life after you graduate, literally, don't stress.
Like you'll figure it out, but
Yeah.
there's no timeline. Like when I went into college, I was like, yep, I know what I want to do. I have my major,
Mhm.
I have my friends, I'm in this club, I'm in this, and this. And now, oh my gosh, it's like a 180. From
Yeah.
freshman year of college, nothing is the same.
Uh-uh.
Well, besides us being friends, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, it is insane. The mindset change, the goal change, the school change. Like, oh, I can't even describe it. It's crazy. Like, you don't even know it's coming too. You don't.
No.
You can't even plan for the change. It's just crazy.
Not at all. And it's just so, like, I don't know. That stress, and everyone deals with it too.
Yeah.
I also, when I was like a freshman, sophomore, I was like, yeah, like right when I graduate, I have to be actively looking for a career and like get hired right out of college.
Yep.
But now I'm like, no, I don't. Like, you can take a gap year and just work to save up a bunch of money, and like for if you're wanting to go to school. But if your degree can get you a job right out of college, then sure, go for it. But don't think you have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Like, you don't have to put that stress on yourself by saying, oh, I have to get a job when I graduate. I have to be making over 70K, at least, like, right when I'm, like, you don't. You don't have to. I promise you it's fine. Like, it's so crazy. Like, you guys might not even, like, realize it till you're in the moment, until you're seniors in college or you just graduated. Because, like, the stress, like, goes away a little bit because you know you have more time.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Exactly. And I don't know how, like you said, I don't know how to explain it, but when you look at it from such a far away, like, standpoint, like, say you're a junior and you're scared to graduate, when you look at it from that far ahead, it kind of just feels like a clump, or like it seems like a whole big pile of unknown. But then when it comes time to actually face the issue, it seems like more spread out, if that makes any sense at all. Like, I always thought I was gonna get out, it's gonna be everything piled on top of each other. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I have no time. But
I know, I literally was like, oh, I need to buy a car, I need to buy a house, I need to buy this and this.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that.
Do you remember, we thought we were gonna move out December of last year? We had this whole plan. We were like, yeah, we're gonna save up, and we're gonna move out in December.
We were making pasta and chicken, like our normal protein stuff, and we like called your mom and talked about it, and then called my dad and talked about it, and they were like, okay, well, if you can save up. They knew.
Now look where we're at.
We're back at home.
But that's so funny. That just shows
crazy.
though, like, you can think whatever you want, but that doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
And it's okay to have these, like, goals, because they're not necessarily, like, unrealistic goals. They're realistic. It's just you can't force the timeline to go your way. You can't force it. Because we never would have thought. Like, freshman year, I was also thinking about this. When we went to college, we were in the pep band, and we did so many things. We had jobs still. Yeah. We literally shared, like, Caitlin's car. Caitlin would, like, drive us both home on the weekends so we could
roommates.
Work. Oh, yeah.
I had everyone around. I was the only one in our apartment, in our dorm with a car.
And I'm like, Caitlin, here's your gas money of the week. Like, we would not struggle, but we would make a way for everything to happen. And I remember always thinking, like, I can't believe people commute to school.
Yeah.
Like, when we'd be on campus, how do you make friends? How do you do this and that? Like,
and now look at
obviously we didn't say that to people, but, like, in our heads, we were always like, oh, like, I wouldn't want to commute to college. Now, the last 2 years of college, we commuted.
Both. Yeah.
And we still have friends that we met our first 2 years. Like, I would say it is a little harder to make friends if you didn't start on campus.
Yeah.
Because, like, I go to school, I hang out with the same kind of people.
Or
I meet class friends, and then I go home and then go back to my normal life, you know?
Yeah.
But I just think it's so weird because we would always be like, I cannot be a commuter.
And
now we're a commuter.
That just shows our plans don't always work out. Life is gonna kick us in the butt. I was gonna say, do we cuss on here? I forget.
I have. Yeah, we both have.
Oh, okay.
I think we for sure said an F word in almost every video.
But yeah, life is gonna kick you in the ass. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but even when you're expecting everything to go so well, it's gonna bite you. It's literally gonna slap you in the face.
Dude, jinx. That's
it's
crazy.
Gonna hit you like a bus.
You won't even be prepared for it. You won't.
But you can't let that stress add up and pile up, or you're gonna break. It's like let me think of an example here. It's like a balloon. You can keep adding water, it's gonna keep building up, but eventually if you let it build up too much, it's gonna pop.
I love that analogy.
It's like so you can't prevent it. Like, that's just what happens. You need to find a way to deal with your stress other than bottling it up.
You
or
almost
you're
need
gonna
to find
explode.
ways to put miniature holes in the balloon
Mhm.
that let you have an outlet to things. So, like, say you like to work out, that can be your outlet for, like, stress. Say
Yep.
you are so stressed out and you don't time manage. Like, find a way to write, like, make another hole and be like, okay, I'm gonna write down all the things I need to do for the week. Like, little things like that will help it so that you don't just explode.
Yeah.
Or having people to talk to. Say you don't actually have someone to talk to, like, reach out to someone, reach out to your school counseling, reach out to, like, if you have a therapist, there's therapy online too, there's like BetterHelp,
Yeah.
like, all these things can help you not boil up and just explode.
Yeah.
Because not only are you exploding on yourself and you're gonna have a very hurtful week probably after that, or hurtful day, but that'll make you explode on the other people, and they don't deserve to feel the stress and pain that you're feeling inside because they didn't have anything to do with it, or like they can't take it away, they can't add to it, they can't do all these things. They might be able to add to it, so I take that back, sorry.
Yeah.
But like, I think you guys know where I'm trying to get at. Like, they can't help you with it. It's like your problem in a way. And
Yeah.
you can't put it onto them.
Exactly. And like she said, by piling it all up and hiding it, you're gonna leak it on to other people, and that's just why would you want to hurt other people that you love, like the people that are closest to you? Why would you do that to them? You could have prevented it, and now you just hurt yourself and them.
And then it's an even bigger mess to clean up. When that balloon full of water pops in one big explosion, that's a huge mess to clean up. But when you have these little holes and outlets, you can clean that up with a paper towel.
Yeah,
Easy
as you
peasy.
go. And then at the end, you're perfect. Not perfect, but like basically.
You know what we mean.
But no, okay, this reminds me, because I watched the movie Bridesmaids the other day.
That's a good one. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Basically, this girl, she was getting ready to be a bridesmaid, and she had this best friend that was obviously getting married, and like the other bridesmaid that she was invited was like trying to plan everything. She was a super rich girl, and like she kind of took over, and like they became best friends, so she was like getting jealous. And over time, she just let that like bring her down, and she kept like letting every little event in her life pile up that water inside that
bride
balloon.
or the bridesmaid?
The bridesmaid.
The bridesmaid and the friend?
The bridesmaid was the girl that was piling things up in her life.
Oh,
The
okay.
friend was taking over everything and like becoming the new best friend of the bride.
Oh, I see.
Basically.
I haven't seen this movie in forever.
Yeah.
So I
So
don't
she was just
remember.
really jealous of the other girl. And then in the end, she exploded.
Oh,
She
gosh.
threw a tantrum. Like, she ruined the cake. She ruined this big old cookie. She ruined basically the whole party. And like, no one wanted to talk to her after that. Like, no one wanted. Everyone was just like, damn, like, she can't control herself. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then she got pulled over. What else even happened? She got fired from her job. She had to move in with her mom because her roommates kicked her out. All these things kept biting her in the butt, and she didn't know how to deal with it. Eventually, she let it get to her, and she popped. And she made an even bigger mess. Her best friend didn't like her anymore. None of the bridesmaids didn't like her anymore. She wasn't going to go to the wedding. Crazy. That's exactly going to
insane.
happen if you guys let it pile up in your life.
I haven't seen that movie in so long, but
It's
that's such a
good movie.
good like analogy to be like just showing how people don't even realize it.
Yeah.
You might not even realize that you're piling everything up, and then like all of a sudden it might hit you before you pop. It might hit you, and you're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I need to clean this up before it gets worse. Like, things like that are good too. But another thing, like with stress, something that like my dad always tells me is because I get really stressed out about like life in general, because there's so many unsafe things nowadays.
Yeah.
And like, I'm a girl, so going places by myself is scary. Or doing things like with my friends, like if we take an Uber, I'm afraid of the Uber. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just, even if they're a great person, like I just don't know. So I have all these like little fears. But he's always like, you have to live cautiously, but you can't not live your life.
Yeah.
So that's like the same thing with stress. So when you're stressed out about something, you can't just hold on to that and be like, no, I can never do this. Like, I'll never be able to do that. I'm so stressed out. I won't ever have enough money. Like,
Yeah.
there's ways to manage that and be able to do it at the end with like enjoying it, but also still being stressed out in a way.
Yeah. Some examples of stress relievers that are good other than alcohol and drugs. Don't turn to that.
Please
Do
don't
not
turn to
that.
that.
Don't turn to anything that you are going to rely on, because
Mm-hmm.
that will break you even more and bite you in the butt even harder.
You can't rely on anyone or anything other than yourself.
Yes. So, things you can do by yourself. 1, exercise. 2, exercise as in like going to the gym, lifting some weights,
Mm-hmm.
but also exercise as in literally going on like a 10-minute walk right when you wake up, and maybe like another 10-minute walk before you go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
So, or total of like 30 minutes a day if you can, but literally as little as a 10-minute walk every
Mhm.
single day. Just try it. Next time you're stressed, I swear you're gonna come back inside your house and be like, wow, like that just cleared my whole brain.
Exactly. And baby steps are still steps. Even if you do
Mhm.
5 minutes a day, then you can work your way up to 10. But if you can't do 10, then stick with 5 until you can build up. Like,
Yeah.
at least getting out there and trying it will start to make you realize, oh, I do like this. I do like doing this. This is better for me. And then
Yeah.
you'll want to do it more.
Exactly. And then another way is journaling. I know we've talked about that before,
Mm-hmm.
and it sounds so dumb. Like, why would I just write like on paper? Like, that's so dumb. But honestly, when you need to get your thoughts out, and because if you're not, obviously you're bottling it up,
Mhm.
still filling that balloon.
Gonna pop.
But even just putting it on paper, if you have no one to talk to, it helps so much. And then you can
Yeah.
look at it back in like the future, and you can be like, wow, like I grew so much.
Mm-hmm. And it's also funny, whenever I would journal, I had like reread it, and I'm like, what the frick? Like,
Yeah.
why was I so upset about that?
Literally.
It's over something so dumb, but like it just shows like growth, not only like mentally, you can see physical changes, like all of these things, like they all add up together. So
They
it's not
really
like you're
do.
just doing it to do it. Like there's a purpose to what you're doing, and if you don't have a purpose to what you're doing, find a purpose, because motivation can only take you so far. Discipline can only take you so far, but if you don't have a purpose behind why you're doing something, you will eventually burn out and give up. But
Exactly.
once you have that purpose, there's no way that someone can put out your flame. There's no
Yeah.
way.
Exactly. So what were my other reasons? Exercising, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Journaling, definitely. Meditating is also a good one. I like just because it allows me to be quiet and like
Mhm.
take away all like the sounds of life, and like it just makes me clear my brain. And then another one, what's another good one? Honestly, eating good foods, not eating junk foods to where like
Mhm.
you're gonna regret it and be like, ugh.
The TikTok you posted today was the best sound I've heard in
Wasn't
so
it?
long.
Yeah, guys, go check out my TikTok.
It was like eating healthy food shouldn't be called a diet, because why is things that are good for you supposed to be like restrict? Like what
Yeah.
was it?
It was just because I'm eating clean doesn't mean I'm on a diet. And then it
Mhm.
was like, oh, like you're on a diet so you can lose weight or something. Or, oh my gosh, it's gonna kill me.
I know, come
I'm
on.
j- I need to
we
read
got
it.
it. We got it.
Hold on.
I saw it this morning though, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that is everything.
So it's eating clean food shouldn't be called a diet. It doesn't even make sense. People are like, oh, you're dieting. Oh, because I'm not eating Cheetos. And basically it was saying
The
like
way you said Cheetos.
it was saying like you walk into a store now and it's 90% of the things are foods that literally weren't even here
Mhm.
like 50 years ago, because all the fake processed foods that you see in the store now, those did not
Preservatives.
exist.
Yeah.
We had to eat food that God, not we, but like humans had to eat
Humans, yeah.
food that God gave us, like things that grew from the ground, things that came from
Mhm.
animals, like those
Like, do
types
you
of
think
foods.
freaking cavemen had Twinkies?
No, do you think they had
No.
Cheetos? Do you think they had
No.
Cheez-Its, like cake?
They had to kill an animal, cook it, and eat it. Straight protein. They would have to find their healthy fats through fish. They like literally had to. Oh no!
Oh no.
When did it stop? Right now?
At 22, so 2 minutes ago.
Oh, that's fine.
Hey, audio people. We are so sorry about that. I went to open the TikTok of what that thing said, so I guess it stopped the audio. But we were basically just saying how just because you're dieting, sorry, YouTubers.
Sorry
hold
guys,
on.
we're just gonna repeat ourselves on YouTube, but continue on
basically
the
it's
other
saying
one.
just because you're dieting doesn't mean. Oh wait, oh my gosh,
That's
now
so
I
sad.
forgot it.
Just because you're eating clean foods does not mean
Oh, yeah.
that it's a diet, because 50,000 years ago, there was no such thing as Twinkies,
Yeah.
Cheetos, fruit roll-ups, like all of these fake processed foods with these color dyes in them. They didn't even exist back then. So why is now eating the normal foods called a diet? Because
Yeah.
it's clean.
And then we were saying basically the foods that you should be eating are foods that God gave us on this earth, things that maybe grow from the ground, things that come from animals, things that you can grow in a garden, like
People
fruits,
had to
veggies.
hunt and fish to eat.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't just get a pull up to Walmart or McDonald's
Yeah.
and get a Big Mac
Mm-hmm.
and call it a day. No, they had
Processed
to
food.
hunt.
Processed food is not real food, and I don't understand why America is so focused on these things. Like
Exactly.
everywhere you go, you see like ads for like new. I just saw this thing. It was a box of cereal. It was a mix of Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Reese's Puffs in one cereal.
In one bowl.
In one like box of cereal.
I don't even want to look at the sugar on
Like it's
that.
actually crazy. Like the things people come up with just to make money, that is
It's
killing us.
crazy.
Like processed
And I
food.
want you guys to look at the ingredient list on these colorful,
Mhm.
bright foods that you eat that have red 40 in them, and all of these things that can potentially, I don't have facts to back this up, they can potentially cause cancer. So you're eating it just because it's pretty and good and like sweet and yummy, but in 50 years you're gonna wish you were eating some steak,
Mhm.
rice, and vegetables.
And don't regret it. You guys, literally what you're eating, you should not be regretting. So if you are regretting it, maybe change
Yeah.
something.
And I also want to add the 80-20 rule is also okay. But I feel like if your 20 is the worst foods you can be eating for yourself, that shouldn't be your 20. Like,
Yeah.
if you go out for ice cream or something, that's not necessarily me eating 15 bowls of cereal as my 20 and then going back to eat like a steak.
Yeah.
You know, like
exactly.
there's balance and there's also discipline, but it also shows like who you are if you choose to eat like these foods and you're saying like, oh, I'm doing 80-20. Like,
So, but I don't remember how we got on. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was
How did we
thinking
get
how we
there?
got onto this topic. I was saying the foods you eat could be maybe adding to stress. But yeah, basically, eat good foods because it will help your mental health. It's going to give you more energy, more positivity. Like, I
Mhm.
started eating so clean. I mean, like, sometimes I'll have a cookie or
Yeah.
like a
Or,
piece
like,
of chocolate.
crumble.
Yeah, things like that. But ever since I've been actually aware of the foods I'm putting into my body,
Mhm.
I can't tell you. Everything's changed. I'm not inflamed. I don't wake up feeling like a balloon every single day.
Mhm.
My pimples, acne has gotten way better. I
Yeah.
have way more energy. I feel like I can run a marathon. And yeah, I'm just more positive. It's great. You
Yeah.
guys should try it.
I'm the same way too. Like, we've eaten clean,
Pretty
like
much.
all of college is when we kind of
We're
started
very-
really honing down on like nutrition.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, our meals were so good.
So good.
We cooked like the best stuff. But the past month, I've been like super focused on like getting in my healthy carbs, healthy fats, protein, vegetables. And I kid you not, I've drinking less energy drinks that I normally do because my back's still broken, so I can't go work out. And I used to drink them like before I went there, but I have more energy now than I did when I drank those drinks to go. Like, I still drink energy drinks,
Mhm.
but I just feel like the natural energy you get from eating clean foods, because I don't get fatigued. I used to get fatigued so quickly. I'd always want to go take a nap. Now I'm like, okay, my day's go.
Yeah.
But I ate such a clean, healthy breakfast that I can be go all day until I go to bed. It's
Uh-huh.
crazy, like the natural energy you can get from just eating clean foods.
Also, eating clean, whole foods keeps you full for longer. So
Mhm.
throughout your day, you're not going to be hungry, craving a junk food, sugary snack. Like, you're going to be full, like, all through breakfast until lunch. You're going to have lunch, a good, healthy meal. You're going to be full until dinner. Boom, good, healthy meal,
Boom.
and water. And that's it. You don't get a whole bunch of calories and chemicals in your body. Whereas if you wake up, have a bowl of cereal, your cortisol levels high.
High
You're going to
as
feel like a stressed out balloon.
Literally. And,
And
then you
then-
might pop.
And then 2 hours later, you're gonna be hungry again. Eat a box of Cheez-Its. Oh no, you're gonna be hungry again in like 2 hours.
30 minutes, if
literally.
that. Like, and then all these snacking things, like, you don't really realize when you snack a lot how much food and calories you're actually consuming, because it's like, oh, I just had a few. Then 20 minutes later, I just had a few.
Yeah.
An hour later, no, I just had
And
a few
I'm a
bites.
witness. I've done that. That's how we know.
I've also, like, I don't want you guys to think that we're these perfect nutrition
No.
beasts. Like, we don't look like these lean, shredded people who eat only beef and rice every day. But we do take into account what we are eating. And here and there, it's okay to go out and get food, but there's always a healthy alternative.
There is.
Like, I almost can guarantee it at every place you go.
Yeah. Damn. We should have done a whole episode about nutrition.
This
We
has
can
been going
go
for 30
on.
minutes.
I know.
Sorry, you guys.
We can literally talk on and on about
On
nutrition.
and on. And we will in a different episode
Yeah.
because we just
That is
spammed your
so
ears.
funny,
I'm
I
sorry,
know.
guys.
Diet Coke break. Hey, do you guys
80-20
Here.
rule. We're drinking a Diet Coke right now.
Alright. Did you hear that crispiness in my gulp?
probably. Here, listen to the ice. You just know that's a good Diet Coke.
ASMR.
But like we were just saying about like healthy alternatives, I'll make it quick because I know we're not making this episode all about nutrition. But we just went to In-N-Out, and instead of getting like 50,000 things, like you can get protein style, you can get just patties and cheese, you can get a burger and then fries too. Like it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah,
it's
I got a
80-20
burger
rule.
with a bun.
Yeah.
And fries. And a Diet Coke.
I got a Diet Coke, fries, and I got 4 patties. So there's alternatives
It's
there.
good. You guys, it's good. And it's also just making sure that you're using those nutrients and carbs and stuff for a good reason instead of just like going, you know,
Laying
not
in your bed
doing
and
anything.
eating some more.
and just letting it accumulate, because that's when you're going to start gaining some weight.
Yes.
But yeah, like we said,
I
we can
literally
go
was
on and
gonna
on.
say, I'm like, I'm trying to stop
But
myself so I don't keep saying anything.
Basically, nutrition is so important for your energy, for your stress levels, and so is everything else we talked about, which is exercising. Wait, why did I forget what
Bro.
else we talked about?
but exercising,
Journaling.
journaling, clean eating, not letting your stress overcome you. Don't let your balloon pop.
Meditating.
All of these things, they tie into one big bow.
One big bow to tie up the balloon before it bursts.
Bro. Mic drop.
Mic drop. The end. Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, so we'll actually see you guys. I'm not even gonna say next week because we've been really off schedule, and I just don't want to keep saying that. So we will see you when we see you, and we can't wait to hang out with you guys.
We love you all so much. Do something right now that's going to help with your stress. And we hope to see you guys in the next episode. Sorry, I had a little...
Hiccup.
Okay, we're good now. But yeah, we hope to see you guys in the next episode. And we love you all so very much.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Yep.
Let's wrap it up.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
We love you.
Love you. Let's go.